You are watching Platinum Northwest TV News. Good evening and thank you so much for tuning in. I'm Philadelphia Mangoeng. These are the leading top stories. First up, Deputy President is said to lead the upcoming service delivery outreach program in the Northwest Province, and the Northwest Department of Water and Sanitation have adopted a school to address water and sanitation issues. In the business news, Economists concurred that the South African Reserve Bank's potential shift could benefit South Africa's economy. And in the sports news, SAFA ruling paves ways for Cape Town City possible top flight comeback. We begin here. This coming Friday and Saturday, Deputy President Paul Mashatile will lead a service delivery outreach in the Northwest Province. Now, the outreach program will commence on Friday the 1st of August with the official handover of a Moretele South Bulk Water Supply Scheme water reservoir at Dilopia Village as part of improving the provision of reliable water supply to communities. From then on, Mashatile will embark on a Clean Cities and Towns campaign in Mkhwanazi village. This nationwide campaign is aimed at fostering cleaner, greener and more inclusive urban spaces while advancing sustainability, equality and solidarity among all citizens. And then on Saturday, the Deputy President will officiate the launch of the Provincial Human Resource Development Council at the Orbit TVET College. In other news, last Wednesday, the Department of Water and Sanitation in the Northwest Province announced that it will adopt Ntweletsoko Primary School as part of its water and sanitation education program to address challenges of water wastage, proper management of toilet facilities, health and hygiene, good practices in schools. The department, through its WSEP, has initiated an Adopt a School intervention project that targets all schools to address their water and sanitation challenges. Ntweletsoko Primary School, based in Lihurutse, was identified following its long-standing participation in Baswali Metsi competition that are part of the WSEP. Some of the activities of the Adopt a School initiative will include a clean-up of school by the participating stakeholders, including parents and community members. In more news, the Council for the Advancement of the South African Constitution, Casac, has expressed optimism following a briefing from the Acting Deputy Chief Justice Mbuyiseli Madlanga regarding the timeline for a commission that was set up to investigate corruption claims within the police and judiciary. These claims were brought forward by KwaZulu-Natal Provincial Police Commissioner Mkhwanazi, who implicated Police Minister Senzo Mchunu, currently on leave due to the allegations. Casac Executive Director Lawson Naidu noted that the commission appears to have begun preparatory work behind the scenes. Meanwhile, the SG of the SACP, Solima Paila, praised Mkhwanazi, calling him courageous for exposing corruption within the country's law enforcement agencies. Mapaila also welcomed the president's move to establish a commission of inquiry to investigate the serious allegations. And moving on to international news now, Thailand has accused Cambodia of deliberately violating a ceasefire the two countries had agreed on Monday to end the border clashes that have killed at least 33 people and displaced thousands. It's a shaky start for the ceasefire, which was meant to bring an end to the 5 days of bombardment and rocket attacks along their shared border. Now, the Thai military says it stopped firing after midnight, but that it continued to receive gunfire from the Cambodian side at multiple locations up until this morning. However, Cambodia's defense ministry said that there had been no armed clashes between the two sides since the ceasefire began at midnight. Tensions between the Southeast Asian countries over their century-old dispute border ramped up in May when a Cambodian soldier was killed in a clash. Right now, let's get an update on the business news. In the business news, economists have concurred that the South African Reserve Bank could help lower the borrowing cost, boost investor confidence and economic growth by reducing its inflation target to 3% per annum. This comes as discussions have emerged regarding whether South Africa's current inflation target midpoint of 4.5% is consistent with price stability and whether adjusting it to a lower rate might help secure the current trend of low inflation. Analysis undertaken by the South African Reserve Bank, the National Treasury and other experts highlight significant potential benefits from reducing the inflation target. And that's all from the business news. After this, we get the very latest in the sports. In soccer news, Cape Town City successfully contested a decision as SAFA's arbitration, which determined that PSL's disciplinary committee should conduct an investigation into Monde Mkhwanazi's eligibility. Now, City appealed a prior ruling by the PSL Dispute Resolution Chamber, asserting that Maruma Gallants fielded midfielder Monde Mkhwanazi without the necessary clearance certificate issued to the league before the commencement of the 2024-2025 season. Mkhwanazi, who appeared in 26 matches either as a starter or as a substitute, was previously with Maruma Gallants. However, his re-registration was not properly processed after the club sold its original National First Division status to Leruma United last year, a transaction that involved the purchase of Morocco Swallows' top-flight license. It found liable Gallants many face point deductions across all Betway Premiership matches in which Mkhwanazi participated. Now, this could result in City, who were relegated through the playoffs at the end of the previous season, being reinstated to the Premiership just prior to the beginning of the new season. Such a development could potentially disrupt the PSL schedule, with the season commencing this weekend with the MTN 8 and the Premiership beginning the following weekend. And moving on to rugby news now, in the final moments of the opening round of the 2025 Carling Currie Cup Premier Division, the Sanlambueland Cavaliers edged the Toyota Cheetahs in a highly competitive match in Wellington on Sunday afternoon. Moreover, the Ailing Pumas, Fidelity ADT Lions and the Vodacom Bulls secured convincing victories in Nelspruit, Johannesburg and Cape Town, respectively. Meanwhile, the Novaid Griffins were crowned the 2025 Carling Currie Cup First Division champions following their 51-44 victory over the Falker in a closely contested final held in challenging cold conditions in Kempton Park on Saturday. And that's where we're going to have to wrap it up for tonight. Thank you so much for watching. I'll be back again tomorrow evening. Till then, good night and take care.